So now we will create the steel support which goes to the headband coming from here. So what we want at this stage is to hide the muffing. Okay, keep only this part, and I will rename it to headphones housing. Okay. Now if I will press tab on the keyboard, I will go inside the edit mode, press 3, take this part, press 3 and then take this face from here. Now this face, if you will press Control F on the keyboard, you'll get all the face options here. So I want to separate or detach this face. So what you can do here is that you can go to this face option. Okay, and if you don't find this here, I think you might not find it here. You just have to right click here and you can press separate and selection. So when you do that, and let's go out of this edit mode, pressing tab, you will see that there is this separated option here. This is what I actually wanted. Control Z to move it back. So I will work on this part, and this will act as a like the steel support coming out. So what I'm going to do here is that how big I want this to be. So first of all, what we can do is that let's select all this, okay, and then I will unhide my headphone here and just move it to this side. So with the why I unhid the I have unhid the Walkman. The reason I unhid the Walkman is just to see how high it should be. It should be something like this. So for the reference, I unhid this part. Now what I'm going to do is that this duplicated headphone housing, I will rename it to you can say headband support. And then I will press tab on the keyboard to go to its edit mode. Then make sure the your faces are selected. You can press 3 on the keyboard. Then press E on the keyboard to extrude it. This much I will extrude it. Move it somewhere here. Okay. So a little bit more. And take a bit more. You can say that. Okay. And other thing, if I will press tab on the keyboard, I can scale it on x-axis to make it more thinner. Okay. Otherwise, it won't look like what we are planning to do here. And then it should be in the middle. Okay, now I think this should be fine. Okay, now back here, but before going back to the edit mode, I will go to the object. I will go to apply and scale and then press tab and go here. Now what I'm going to do is take the vertices, select these vertices by going to the X-ray mode so I can see all the vertices, then coming out of here, move it here. Okay. Now I have these vertices moved there, and it shouldn't be straight like this. So I will press R on the keyboard and then rotate in this direction, which is fine. Okay. Now, somewhere in the middle, I need a loop cut. So I will press 2 on the keyboard to go to the edges, Control R, and add a loop cut here, then right click, then like a left click, then right click, so it will create in the middle. Okay, and then wherever how much you need the curve, you can go to that part, like suppose here, and plus if I will take go to my vertices, then going to the X-ray mode, this shouldn't be too curved or be like that. I think this should be enough. This should go here. Okay, then if I zoom it here, R, rotate it here. Okay, now coming, I should go out of the X-ray mode, and then edges, Alt and Shift click here, so all these are selected, and Control B, and then I will increase the let's do one thing first. Let's zoom out so we can see what's going on here. Control B, and till here. I think we should move this more here. Then Control B. Yeah. Now increase the settings here, like the number of segments. So let's go increase the width to this height. Segments, maybe 50 and more. So I think now it should be fine. Okay, now one thing here is that I don't want this top part, this part, to be more straight. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is that, let's do one thing here. Let's undo this. Press A, go to the vertices by pressing 1, A, so it will select all these vertices. Right click here, merge vertices by distance. Okay, and I'll keep on increasing. Yeah, not that much. Let's see. Okay, now this is fine. Back to the edge mode. Alt, click here. Like select this one, Alt, and click here. With the Shift Alt, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. And then if I press Control B, this should be fine. Yeah, now it's fine. Before it was creating some error and it was not joining that. Now, I want this top part to be more like a little bit roundish. So what I will do, I will select this and this edge, like corner edge, Control B, and then I can increase this like bevel part here, this much. So it will become like a roundish part from the top. Okay. And for a bit of a, you can say, a nice looking idea, okay, which is, I think, sometimes necessary, okay, sometimes optional. What is that? Okay, one thing here is this shouldn't be going here and there. So if I will go press R, move this light here in the middle. Now I think it should be fine. I think before it was okay. It should, because it's a steel wire, it do sometimes it looks like this. Okay, now what I was talking about is that if I let's press Shift A on the keyboard, and then mesh cylinder, and if I press let's increase the vertices to 120, So it will become perfect and really nice looking circle. And then press R, Y, 90. Okay. And if I take this on the top, somewhere here, scale it down, move it up here, scale it a little bit more down. Okay, rotate it. And then instead of global, if I will choose local, I can easily move this across here. Okay, now it looks good. So if I will take this band which I created, add modifier, generate, Boolean, and keep a difference. Pick the cylinder which I created. Now this cylinder, I can go back here, add a modifier here, generate, and then I can choose solidify and hide this. When I will hide this, I will have this option here for the thickness. So I can increase the thickness here. Somewhere here. Okay. Go back to headband support. Drop down, press apply, and then cylinder, delete it. I don't want that. Now here, what I'm going to do is, I will go back here to my headphone support tab. Okay. And then if you will press here or press 3 on the keyboard, deselect everything, hover here and press with your mouse and press L, it will select this whole part. Press E on the keyboard. Oops. Okay, I don't want this as well. So delete it. Faces. So just hover here, press L. The whole thing will be selected. E. Okay. Let's select this like this and then extrude. I don't know why it was duplicating. So I'll just extrude this a bit here. Then press I on the keyboard to insert it inverse, just like this. And then press 2 to go to the edge mode. Select one of these edges, Alt Shift, select all of this, Control B. And move towards here. Click. Now go outside this edit mode. So here we got this headband support ready, and next we will create the headband itself, which will be coming out of here from this part. Okay, so we will use the same thing to create the headband. Like we will duplicate this, and out of this we will create like a headband. One more thing we can do is that if I go press tab on the keyboard, okay, and take the vertices here, these one, but I will choose X-ray mode so that I can see what is going on. Select this because this is too much inclined and this is not what we want. So I will go back here normal, turn on my proportional editing, press R on the keyboard, and on the X-axis I will rotate this, but I will increase this part of it, my editing. Okay, now this is rotating from here. I don't want to rotate from there. What I can do is that I will rotate it from the 3D cursor, which is down here. Now I will rotate it. So this looks fine. Okay. So I think should be fine. Or instead of rotating just like the whole thing, I can rotate the whole thing. This is fine. And then let's go back to the median point. Okay. And then I will set the origin here. Otherwise, it will keep on rotating from this end, which I don't want. So I will go here and then set origin to geometry origin. Oops. Not geometry origin. Origin to geometry. Okay. Or what we can do is that instead of for global, I can choose the normal here. Okay. And then I can move this down here. So that's good enough to do that. And then we can take the whole thing and we can move it here. Okay. So here will be our headband coming out of this side. Okay. And then that's all.